From July 1st, the law will be cracking down on food labelling, changing what we see on our supermarket shelves.
Yeah, all packaged and imported food products will be required to state where it was produced, made and packaged, while Australian goods will carry the kangaroo symbol.
And our consumer affairs commentator Joe Ucciuccolo joins us with the details. Good morning to you, Joe. Now, country of origin labelling has been mandatory for many years, but what's changing now?
Yeah, so it's been around since 2005 actually, but what's happening is from 1st of July, all products that get manufactured and sold in our stores will now need to have this product unless they've already been packaged before the 1st of July. So we're going to see it all through our supermarket.
Is that the only exemption?
There's a few things.
Yeah.
So when you eat food that's produced where you eat it, say in a cafe, in a restaurant, at school canteens.
Like fresh food?
That's right. So if it's produced where you consume it, or through a bakery, say, where you can pretty much see the goods being produced and then purchase it, those are exempt.
Right, so interestingly, manufacturers, well, some of them are not required to specify which country the food comes from.
Well, that's where imported food, so Australian rules can only really regulate what happens on our country. So if it's say manufactured in Italy, all that's required is that it has a label on it that says where its country of origin is. But everything that gets done in our shores will need to have a beautiful, Australian symbol with the kangaroo and a bar chart that'll show you the percentage that was either manufactured in Australia or grown in Australia or packaged in Australia.
Wow. And will that be big enough to read without glasses on?
Just asking for a friend.
Those are the sugar and the carbohydrate. They're tiny, teeny tiny.
Great question. We've actually got a few samples we've taken from the supermarkets to answer your question. So,
could you see that, Coles, do you think?
The size.
Your glasses
well, you know what? The
supermarket?
symbol is a really good idea because I can't read the writing, but the symbol's a good idea.
The size of the label depends on how much they want to market that they're selling you Australian produce, right?
Yeah.
Because people are prepared to pay more for anything that's grown in Australia or from Australian ingredients. So if you notice some of those examples, the bigger signs will come, you'll be able to see it more easily where there's more Australian products
so
in
they want to celebrate the fact.
Yeah.
What products are usually imported, Joe?
So if you take a look at your processed meats, you might find a big difference between how much Australian product is actually in there. We have things like tinned vegetables as well, and why that is it's really easy to import it into Australia without damaging
tinned
the
tomatoes,
product.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
That's right, and seeds and nuts and things like that, where it's easy to import it and the quality doesn't get affected too much.
Yeah. So grown and made is obviously, if we really want to be Australian, what we're looking for. So how do we tell?
Yeah, so by looking for something with more on the percentage scale that says more Australian product in there. But yeah, people are prepared to pay more to support our farmers. And, farmers rank consistently in the top 10 most trusted professions in Australia. So
on that bar chart logo, you're looking for as much yellow as possible, really, aren't you?
That's right.
Oh, here we go, right.
So you'll see that sliding scale. So it'll show you everything from nothing on the scale, meaning none of it's come or manufactured in Australia or produced, up to 100% say. And there's a label that says grown in Australia, and that's exclusive where all of it is grown in Australia. So we'll see that a lot on fresh produce, which we've seen in the fresh food stores often.
Alrighty, thank you. So from July 1, that's what we need to be across.
July 1, except if it's already on the shelves, then it's exempt until it's phased out.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thanks, Joe.